Now joining us is the Deputy Opposition Leader Sussan Ley with a few topics to talk about today. Susan, good to see you. So Richard Marles, the Defence Minister, he was forced to step in and clarify comments made by Matt Keogh yesterday that foreign recruitment for the ADF will only apply to Five Eyes partners. Does that clear things up for you this morning?
Pete, this is a government that's just lost its way and a Prime Minister that doesn't have what it takes to lead the country in the right direction. We're here in Parliament, it's another sitting week. We've got more of the Andrew Giles stuff-ups with the carnage, the human carnage of Direction 99 writ large in the papers every day. We've got this ADF thought bubble that you just mentioned with 3 different positions, I think, from 2 ministers in just 24 hours. Has that been cleared up now? And well, I'm not sure. I don't understand why these 3 different positions have been promoted by the different ministers and the government's own media releases. It means a lot to people to join the ADF. Australians think deeply about issues to do with Defence, Anzac Day, and it's a national embarrassment that the government is now saying permanent residents, maybe from some countries, maybe from the Pacific, maybe only from the Five Eyes, and actually not explaining this properly. And it's just one more national embarrassment.
A couple of years ago, didn't you think that was a good idea, though, because numbers are so low in the ADF that you might have to look overseas to some partners?
We're going to explore the reasons for this decision in Senate estimates, but I think the government needs to find out why Australians are not joining the ADF, why Australians are not stepping up. What is the reason for the low morale within the ADF right now? We want Australians to be proud and confident of the country they live in, young Australians. And I think that more research needs to be done on why they're choosing not to join the ADF. But to bungle an announcement like this is not giving anyone confidence at this point in time.
I just want to get you on this other story this morning, Susan. It's pretty damning stuff from the NDIS Integrity Chief, who's claimed 9 out of 10 plan managers surveyed showed signs of fraud and system abuse, and the justice system would be overwhelmed if all scams carried out on the program were prosecuted. So how do you react to all of that?
We can't have a situation where the NDIS money, which is taxpayers' money, is being spent on drugs, on mortgages, on things that ordinary Australians would think are ridiculous. And we have to protect the NDIS because it needs to be there for the people who desperately do need it. Now, Bill Shorten, the architect, the designer of the NDIS, he used to remind us of this a lot, Pete. I haven't heard him saying it lately. Spent over $600,000 on a speechwriter. He's clearly completely out of touch. I have no confidence in Bill Shorten in being able to fix this. He's been standing there for 2 years saying, I'll fix the NDIS. There's nothing on the horizon to me that seems to indicate that he has any capability to do that whatsoever.
But there were problems within the system under your old government too. Does this just show it's too big? It's too big to handle? It's gotten out of control?
We made sensible proposals to rein the spending and reform the NDIS, and Bill Shorten in opposition rejected every single one of those. But then he came into government and said he could fix it all. He has clearly got no idea at all, and he's so out of touch. $600,000 on a speechwriter. When your own department is battling to deal with the day-to-day cases, he has no idea.
Susan, thanks for your time as always. We'll chat to you soon.